Good afternoon. It's Friday, April 3rd. I'm Joe Terrell, president of Terrell and Company, private wealth managers in St. Louis, Missouri. We, during this time of crisis, are going to post our latest video thoughts every couple of days or as necessary for our clients and our followers and people that we do business with. We are obviously in unprecedented times. No one has ever seen a time frame where in unison we've voluntarily shut down the world economy. This is a very serious matter, as is the virus itself, but as much as we can read, as much work as we can do in this area, as many experts as we can listen to, we're coming away from this a little bit more positive than most of our peers and certainly the doom and gloomers. We do believe that the virus has slowed in China, South Korea, Italy, Seattle, Washington, San Francisco, California. We were talking last night to associates in New York City, and they are not pessimistic. They assured us that they and others in New York City actually are turning more optimistic that yes, it's going to slow down and come to a flat line in the New York City area. So the only good news about shutting down businesses and shutting down the world economy arbitrarily is you can also reopen it in the exact same fashion. We don't know whether it's going to be 4 weeks, 5 weeks. We tend to think it's going to be sooner than people think. Perhaps there'll be some type of soft reopening where they tell businesses you can now be open noon to 5. Whatever method that they do, we think it comes sooner than most. And we do believe after a severe recession, it'll be brief, and then we'll see just as sharp of a recovery. In the investment world, yes, we have gone through faster drops in asset prices than any of us have ever seen in recorded history, but we are optimistic and we believe that a lot of these investment prices selling at 35 and 50 cents on a dollar are going to end up being excellent investments when we look back a year from now. The world economy will recover. We will go back to being productive and prosperous once again. And it is a area where we think we will take our equity investments up to perhaps 50%, 55%. That is back to levels that we haven't seen since 08, 09, simply based upon the fact that businesses are selling at less than the intrinsic value of that business. And by that we mean that the business is shut down, the revenues are off, the profits disappeared, but when that business reopens, it's worth money, and we certainly think it's worth more than what prices are at right now. We are slowly, and will continue to slowly, buy companies, and I'll rattle off a few names: Verizon, Qualcomm, Truist Bank, International Paper, Nutrien. These are all companies that pay very nice dividends and have dominant positions in their field, and we like companies like that. So over the next few weeks, subject to prices, we think that's the appropriate position to take. There are indications in the market, in our opinion, that the forced selling by margin accounts, hedge funds that had to pay back borrowed money, that a lot of that is behind us, and the markets seem to be a little calmer. They will be volatile, there's no question, but I think the worst of the investment panic is behind us. And as we see over the next week or two and we get closer to what we think will be an end of the growth of the number of cases, we will be buying assets. So we want to encourage everyone, if you have any questions, we're working, we are in the office. Please don't hesitate to contact us. If you need to talk after business hours, we can make arrangements to do that. If you have any questions or if you just want to talk, don't hesitate to reach out to us. So in closing, you and your family stay safe, and we'll be back in a few days. Thank you. Bye.